Hey, I'm Lyndal Spirit. I get asked a lot, what is it that I do to make my dreams and goals happen? What is it that I do on a day-to-day basis when I have an idea to make it grow? Well, today I'm going to give you the 4 things that I do. Top 4 things that I do. There's 4 to make any idea I have or any dream that I have come true. They'll help you grow your idea into whatever it is you want to grow it to. So, stick with me on the Better Life channel. Really fast, we're going to talk about the 4 things to make your dreams happen. You know, a lot of us have some beautiful dreams, some wonderful ideas. So, what happens is, many times the universe gives lots of people the same idea. I believe it's something called synced idea. That's called sync thinking. It's where the creation gives this information to hundreds of thousands of people. It's where the universe gives a vision to a lot of different people. That's what happened with Click TV and YouTube. Click TV existed 2 years before YouTube, but I promise you that we all had the same idea at the same time, and our concepts were very similar. Click TV and YouTube acted on it. That's why we both existed for so long. Many people quit when they see somebody else is doing it. Some people will act on it, some people won't. Some people just don't act on it whatsoever and never even think about the idea again. There's a lot of us that have the same idea at the same time. And then there's other people that get to work. I'm going to tell you how to get to work, regardless of if other people are doing it or if it's just something that you want to do. Let's get to work. The main reason a lot of people don't succeed in doing those dreams or ideas are these simple 4 steps. First thing I do, the very first thing I do when I have a good idea, a good dream, whatever it is that I want to pursue, I write it down. So number 1, the first thing that you want to do if you have a good idea, a good dream, or something that you just really want to do further with, write it down. You might forget it. You want to bring out the whole detail of the idea. Write it down. Writing it down helps you feel it, helps you kind of flush out some of the idea and bring it more to life. So writing it out helps you think about some things that you might not have dreamed or seen in your vision. And it gives your mind the solid concept that this is something that's going to exist, and it puts it into your universe that this is going to happen. And so you want to write it down. You want to write it down to help you start creating what you'll need later on, the aspects that you'll need later on to make it happen. Write it down. That's the first thing you want to do. Research. After you've written down your idea or concept, number 2, research. Do your research. Google, YouTube, great places to start. They have a lot of information on those, but they don't have everything. And people, yes, YouTube, Google, they are good start places and can even probably give you a lot of information depending on what your dream or idea is. But the truth is, you're going to have to read some books. You need to get to a library. Depending on how big or small your idea is, it may even require you to get out there and meet some people and talk to some people that's doing something similar. If you have a big idea, get to a library, read some books, get out there and find other information. Don't just stop at Google and YouTube. You need to research deeper than Google or YouTube, but you got to do your research. Not all the infinite information or details is on Google and YouTube. Read a book, hit a library, ask some professionals, call up some people, and start doing your research. Got to research it. So now, we're at to number 3. You've had a good dream or idea. You wrote it down. You've done your research. You want to go to the next level. Goals and tasks. The next level is called planning. And that's where you create a goal and task list. Yes. After you've done your research, you wrote it down. Now it's time to start outlining. Why would somebody call right now? Okay. calls over part 2. Okay, goals and tasks. You had an idea. You wrote it down. You did your research. Now you got to start planning out how you're going to make it happen. That's why you need to write it down. So now you got to create goals, a timeline, loosely. Don't try to hold on. Tomorrow I'm going to quit smoking. It's not going to happen. No. I've seen some yogis try to do that and it didn't work. No, leave your goals flexible. And you want to be flexible with this. You want to make it where you can make some mistakes and still continue on. You need room. You're a human being. You need some fluid in there. Okay. Your goals and task list is where you start planning out how you're going to make this happen. What loose timeline are you looking at? And what it's going to take for you to get there. And you can check off your progress as you go. And then within each goal, you want to put these tasks that you want to reach. And it becomes a process to reach what you're trying to do. You want to write down your goals and tasks and make sure that you leave them flexible so that you can live and be human and have a life. Like I have a life. Aww. And this is a very intense spot with the sun. Such a beautiful day. Lastly, but not least, a lot of you will say it should have been first. The very last thing you want to do, and a lot of you will say that I should have put it first, but I always put it last so it sticks out in your mind. There are no limitations to what you want to do but you. Live it, live it, live it, live it. So the next step after your goals, task, research, and writing it down, the next step to making your ideal happen, live as if it's already in existence. Every single idea I've had, I sit back, I dream and live and fantasize and work as if it already exists. Live it. You have to embrace it. You have to feel it. You have to see it. You have to create your vision in your head to the point where your mind cannot tell the difference between whether it's real or not. And that's how I got to be here, because I lived as if I was already doing it. That's when your dreams will start happening. Those are the 4 things that I do. So, you have to live it. Your heart has to believe it. Your mind has to see it so clear and feel it so much that your mind doesn't even know it doesn't exist yet. Live it to try to make everything that I do happen. I simply write it down. I do some research, usually a lot of research. I create goals, tasks, planning boards, and I live it. I live it every day. Okay? Before I end this video, I have one piece of advice to give all of you, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at in life, no matter what you're going through. And believe me, I've been through some stuff. I go up and down all the time. People don't believe that, but it's true. I do. And large amount of time, I do it to myself. I'm the one causing my own headaches. You are only limited in this life by the limitations you put on your mind. Believe that. Like, subscribe, share. I love all of you. I thank you so much for listening to me. Those were the 4 things that I do to make my dreams happen. Guess I gotta go take this call. Ciao, Bella.